basically about a humanoid which does a flipping motion. Myself is Tammy Ajwa, Pradeep Shinde, and Shrikant Kurala in this group. Next, basically introduction, what is a robot and what is a humanoid robot? Basically, the robot that we have, which actually does a flip, it looks like a human-like structure which we can program it and it will actually do the job that it's supposed to do, which will we give it to. The objective of this project basically to make a robot and also make a robot that actually flips and does a front flip. And also we have to maintain the stability, which is the main point in this project. Next one. Problem statement. We have to figure out that what kind of sensors are we going to use and how strong they have to be, how much powerful they have to be, and how we gonna program the actual program to actually give the motion to the robot. And basically the most important part was also in this project was doing trial and errors to get the actual flipping motion.
We plan to achieve this task that the modules which includes modeling of using SolidWorks, the design and assembly, then 2D drawing, then all the purchasing stuff and assembly of the components. The components which we use is the important is servos. Servos are 360-degree standard servos rotating the links of size 50 mm by 25 or 35, and the platform for this our robot we use this is as plexiglass and plexiglass covered with the thermocol material so that it will get a flat surface to stand on the platform. And usually the battery is 9 volt Duracell batteries to give the input. Then the task planning to achieve the complete flipping motion is includes starting from modeling, building and assembly, programming and to the testing part.
Okay, so I'm going to cover the modeling part of this. Basically, like we started this robot from the scratch, like because unlike other robots, like we started from we got everything from different shops and like from online, and then we started from the scratch, from even from screws and like, and then we programmed. So now the modeling part is the first one is the very first thing is like we ordered the link. So first we designed the link, what kind of link we needed, like you have seen a picture in the previous presentation, like we first planned to first we model a robot like it's like a human like, but it's practically it's very like as we started from scratch, practically we cannot make a robot like that. So we have to purchase some links which are readily available in the market, and then we got these brackets for this design. So this bracket is like as mentioned by Pradeep, like it's 50 mm long and like 30 mm height, and so we use the brackets and then we use the clips, like right there you can see the clips, and these are the two main components, and for some connections we needed some other components, so there's no time, so we made these components in the workshop here. So, and the second figure shows the servo attachment. The next figure is the drawings. So first we drew the brackets like these. Here you can see the dimensions in inches, like because for the other day we went to some machine shop to manufacture, so but that's like 50 mm long and 30 mm height. So these are some pictures. They're very hardworking. And next, the assembly, like as I mentioned earlier, also like brackets we got from the Links Motion, and the high-tech servos we use 0 to 300 rotations, and the BS2 controller and its carrier board we got it from the Parallax, and the platform and screws, batteries, and other stuff in local depots. Next, so these are next. Proceed. So these are while we are making the robot. Next. So actually this is a finally model robot in SolidWorks. So the exact thing we finally made it
You can see
thing, and so
Well, as you mentioned that we actually built this robot from scratch from modeling some of the links. Some of the links we ordered because it will take a lot of time. We didn't have that much time. We ordered some of the links, but some of the links we actually manufactured because the ones we ordered actually didn't work out. And it took us a couple of trials to actually get the right links because we had to try different metals because sometimes it would get too heavy, sometimes it was too light to actually do the flip. So the problems, as you can see, as the robot developed, our problems actually developed too. We had to actually find the solutions to give actually the motion. So the problem was about, as you said, links, as I talked about, the load basically. So as in the demonstration right now, our robot is kind of light, so we actually have to hold down the feet to actually give the motion, to actually flip the motion because it's too light. And so basically those were the problems. And the programming was basically done in P-Basic for the flipping motion. And what we done in this case is actually give some variables to the actual motions, actual points of the robot. And first was the actually hip joint. We actually give the motion to the hip, it'll go forward. Go next. Then, as you see, our hands will actually, instead of going in front, it'll go backwards. Then our body again, the leg joint will go forward, actually it'll come up. So it's basically going up, backwards, legs will come up. Legs will come up and the hip will reverse also. And the next thing, well, our hip and the leg will actually go up and actually stand up. And it will do the programming that way. And hopefully, actually it's right now continuous flipping, so we're actually trying to make it stop.
The program
So that's
to
why.
make this robot flip, we tried lot of ways. Means first we try and go by back way, go by front way. Testing is a very difficult task that we find during this project. Each and every time when we were trying to test something is always happening and one part is not working. But we come up to the solution that each and every servo is now reacting at the given program. For that we made that program, just that PVC program, and then using this microcontroller, then we connected this during this project that we learn. Actually, this project is include the hardware, software, and communication of all these things. You have to just program the data so that your hardware part will react in the way whichever you want. That is the most important task. And we learn these things: how to program the servos, how to program and to make the hardware to run. And
Yeah, so the conclusion is, you already seen that the robot is flipping. So for that, while doing that, we understand the basic structure and the microcontroller parts, say from the scratch, like parts and everything, like electronics and everything. And we are also able to solve the problems occur by building the robot. And the other advantage which we didn't mention here is this is a 6 servo robot, and I think 6 servo flipping. I think this is I think this is a great job we have done. And then we also learned lessons while applying the trial and error methods. We were sitting every day night time and we were flipping servos every day, repeating the same process too many times. See, so we at that point said, yeah, something is wrong here. So it's knowing a lot of things while doing the trial and error methods. And then for future work, to make the robot stop the flipping motion. Right now, when it flips, it won't stop. We have to stop. So that's one problem. So in future work, we are trying to stop it. Maybe we will do it soon. And the other thing is, we make the robot more stabilized. But that's a very easy task because there's no time. We can put some hard pieces below this pad so that we can make more stable. We don't need to push like this.